I don't believe you guys understand what's making the set what the set actually is. The set is becoming something that I know for a fact a game changer, life changer for me, at least, to be able to navigate and to be able to be amongst those, to be able to be a student again, to be able to be the Daniel son amongst my personal Miyagis. So it's an honor to be able to bring people on here and to be able to show them, what it is to be persistent and to be able to define success and to be able to thank them as well, because this is all about really, when we say teamwork, this is the definition of what teamwork is. And as we tell each other, and as I tell you guys all the time, we are a reflection of each other. And we're live on the set. And with that being said, I am over here with a mastermind. I'm here. There's a lot of people that done said, yo, governor, yo, some law, you can do it. And then there's those that say, yo, Quasar, you ain't even around none of this right now. You here, but you're not here. You're elsewhere. And always gave me a drive to continue to be becoming someone else elsewhere. And now we're here, and I'm over here with a mastermind producer, lyricist, the only person that I actually know that would write 7 verses when all we need is 1. 300 bars when all we need is 16. And can flow, wordsmith, mastermind producer, great man, a good friend, interesting friend. And yes, when I say interesting because, we done shared moments. I'm here. I'm live on the set. It's Irv E. What's up, Governor?
What's going on? How you doing? Thank you so much for having me, and I appreciate it. It's been a long time coming. Vision that you've had for quite some time. Now I see it solidifying right before my eyes. You've always had that. It is appreciated. That's how real that is.
Yeah, you see,
That's
and
how
also,
real that
and
is.
then we talk about being on the set. Yeah. All right, be straight, yo. All right, with that being said, yo, my apologies, but that's what happens in the studio. And if you're not in the studio and things like that aren't happening, then something's up, right?
Yeah.
Something has to be up. That's just pretty much it, sir. I'm amazed by what you do. You always come through in the clutch. I have to tell you that. And guys, for those who don't know, I work on music, and I have my last project, the therapy project, and really really dope project. You should definitely check it out. Some of the things that you'll be hearing in the background will be courtesy of it. But as always, ready to turn the project in. And then at the last second, it's like something's missing on this project. And it's like, yo, playing a couple of joints. I think I got something here. Poof. Anxiety came about.
What was the first?
Work hard to get it.
Work hard to get it.
Work hard to get it.
I didn't know you were gonna do that with that track. That was a track I was just kind of like, eh. Then you took it and you made it something that was just like, wow. I'm so proud to be a part of this. Like literally, the first time I heard your lyrics on there, it brought tears to my eyes.
I appreciate
It really
that, man.
did, man.
I do appreciate, like this, like you always come through in the clutch. As a producer, you always come through. Like I'm telling you, like the project would not. Come on, man. Like it's impossible for to know. It's weird because it's like you hear certain songs and you're like, you have it like maybe you have 5 songs or 7 songs in the clip,
Right.
and you have it lined up a certain way, but then you get a new track or new, like you just hear bam, 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 bam. I'm like, this gotta go. Like, wait, this
gotta
gotta
rearrange this whole
project
Yeah,
gotta get
that's-
rearranged. And then to work hard to get it as well. It's one of those things where it's like, and to also watch, how you work. And I'm glad because now we can pivot into, your genius and why you're actually here. You use a lot of different tools.
Yes.
What are some of the tools, the technology? I'm not going to ask how you strategize and who you are yet. I want people to really understand your thought.
Well, I won't really go into all the programs that I
Not
use,
the programs, but
but
the devices, the technology.
oh
Like,
well,
I
okay.
mean, I see you worked on. Can I say iPad?
iPad.
He worked on an iPad. I
I
seen an
worked on a
iPad. An
Mac.
iPad's around.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
but
Mac's
mostly
around.
is the phone because it's right there in my pocket.
And that's why I want to hear you say it.
Yeah,
Cause I know already. I seen you over there. Like, what the fucking
that's
sound
just
is
to
that?
get it down,
What's that?
because
What's the sound? But where?
yeah,
Why does that sound? What is that sound? Off of your phone?
yeah. It's amazing how far technology has come. Basically, I have multiple studios in my pocket, all the programs and different sounds from different apps, create different moods, and
I have a
so
good question. How much do you think it will weigh if you carried all the devices, um, around with you?
wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I know that you have to carry a Korg Trinity and a Korg Triton. You would have to carry an MPC
I don't know.
2000, an
What's the
MPC
largest size
3000.
U-Haul? Like, it would take up quite a lot of space. Definitely. Thank God for digital.
Yeah. So how do you feel about like digital and analog? Are you more of a digital guy, or do you consider yourself still, to the analog, to the wires? Because I still have wires from 28 years ago. Why? I don't know, but I do have a
It's
lot.
nostalgic. It's
I have a lot
it's a
of
good,
wires. I
it's
have a
like
lot of wires.
CDs and cassette tapes
I have
if
a lot
people
of
are old
those
enough to
too.
remember
I'm
that, right?
holding on.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
holding on to a bunch
nostalgia.
of stuff.
It reminds you of, like, where we come from. Well, I'll put it like this.
A bunch of Maxell tapes,
Yeah,
cassettes, a lot of cassettes,
cassettes.
cassettes.
A lot of people were watching, not know about what cassettes are.
People know what cassettes
Some
are.
people, new generation.
I have a colleague at my school. She didn't know who the Fugees were. She's 29. My other
Oh,
colleague said, "What?" I said,
get
"Wait." I
out.
said, "But she's 29. I'm gonna give her some grace,
Yeah.
right?" But then I started playing certain songs, and then she was like,
Oh, she
"I know
knows
the
the song, but
songs,
she
but
doesn't know. Yeah, of
she's
course.
like, I don't know who the
Artist. No,
refugees
no,
are."
that
I
makes
said the
sense.
refugees too. I was like, "You know the refugees." Yeah, yeah, man. But so what I mean, you don't even have to go into it, but I'm saying, then okay, then better question: how do you strategize when you're coming up with a beat as a producer?
It really depends. To be honest, sometimes I'll go in with an idea of what I'm looking for, but then sometimes I just start playing with things. And it's like, when you're tuned into a radio station, like, just it's a frequency, and I just pick up and it just kind of takes control of itself, and I just put it all together. You know? It's like it's beyond me, something bigger, and I'm just the conduit for it.
Hmm.
So,
What can you give any programs that you would suggest people to use if they want to get into production and do an inkling of what you do?
I would say starting out.
Yeah, Fruity Loops.
No, well, I mean, Fruity Loops is cool,
I'm
but I
trying
don't.
to.
It's not really like I use Apple, Mac, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really on. It's not as compatible as the things like GarageBand, Logic. If you have an iPad or an iPhone, you're gonna have GarageBand on there, which is a good start. That's how I started that back in the days. We used to do everything on my MacBook. Remember?
Well, I remember certain moments. I don't remember what you was doing
Right.
or what you was using because I've done seen you pull your phone out. I done seen you pull three iPads out, two phones, three iPads, and a laptop. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
And a bottle of water.
Well, the way if you're gonna be on if I was to be on my phone, which I am mostly because
Hmm.
it's so accessible when I'm moving around, no matter where I am.
Yeah.
Let's see. Music Maker Jam is definitely a go-to. Now these are real simple. These are very user friendly.
Okay.
There's a lot of loops involved there. It's
Are
not
they
a lot
free?
the program itself is free, and you take a couple of lessons on there to learn it. And each lesson that you take gives you some coins. and then you can get a few packs. But after that, there are ways of earning their coins, but you got to buy a lot of these, but they're not really that expensive.
But
They're worth it.
You have
The program itself is free, but that's how they get you with everything.
You have to pay to play. Okay? I'm over here being all cool and nonchalant and chilling with it because I'm really, really taking in the information. But you have to pay to play.
It takes money to make money.
Oh, right? Man. Does it really?
That's what I hear.
It takes something.
Takes something.
It takes something to make money.
I think one of those factors has to be money, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, we in a time where, money is... Like, what is money? What is money? I know so many... I'm not going to say so many because I want to come off, but in my lifetime, I've came across so many stress broke millionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I said that right.
Money can be so many things, right? It could be a means to an end. It could be freedom, or it could be slavery, I guess, right? Because if let money be the foundation of everything, and you're just, I feel like after a while, your possessions start owning you.
Exactly, and that's so true. That's why I'm glad. Like, we can even look at ourselves on these lenses and look at ourselves in certain areas, and it's not something that's just sitting around collecting dust. Mm-mm. These are things that are actually put into action. Everything that's in the space it has to exist.
Yeah, exactly.
In the space. And so I realized that I've come across, even like being in certain places, you see people, they got all these amazing things, but they just don't use them.
That's like such I don't understand. Like, just looking at it, when I see people who have 10 cars, okay, great, you can afford that, but you can't drive 10 cars in one day. You can if you work hard enough. But for the most part, you're not somebody going to be doing that.
Somebody going to debate back on you like,
Jay Leno.
Shout out to the boss. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the big dog. You know what I'm saying?
So
people like, oh yeah?
Watch me.
One every hour. On the hour. He's going back in time on us, so he sure enough would too.
Damn. But to me, I don't know. And then you got to pay insurance and upkeep and everything. I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem like something that I would want to have. I mean, I don't have the means to have it now anyway, so of course, but I really can't. Like, I see a lot of that. Like, a friend of mine, a good friend since we were like 5 years old, something like that. Mm-hmm. We're on completely different paths in life. And he's an amazing artist, actually, drawing and stuff like that. He's incredible, but also highly intelligent. Went to medical school, decided to go into finance, works for a hedge fund, has an incredible house out in Long Island. What does he have? A Benz, BMW, couple of cars. And these are things that are amazing, but it's like, how much time do you really spend with these things? Like, you're out. He's working from home now ever since pandemic, so things are a little bit different. But he would be commuting to the city. His wife is working. The house just basically sits there all the time while you're paying taxes for property, for the house, for gardening, for upkeep of everything. And like how it's so big, it's huge, it's ridiculous, And it's just, to me, excessive, But
what about if that is what they're into?
Yeah, well, right. I can't walk in another man's shoe.
It's like jewelry. Like, you see someone who may have a lot of jewelry.
Right.
Like me, I always thought about me, because I never ever, and y'all know, any money that I ever had, I always put back into myself.
Investment.
I never bought the jewelry or the Rolex or any of the materialistic things, or even like the car aspect of it.
Yeah.
I haven't ever invested in anything but putting it back into my brand, into my what I believe in.
That's like the smartest way to do things. I feel like.
But I believe,
Otherwise,
but
what's the
but that's the thing though.
if you have enough to do that on the side, but I mean, really,
But I'm saying though, what about if having a big house was the goal,
right?
and having certain things that are just there. So if you name these few vehicles, I could relate to that because even in my world right now, I feel like a shark in a fish tank. And sometimes I want to not be seen in the same vehicle. I want to be able to, and it's like, God damn, playboy.
I hear you.
Any more else? Yeah. Why not?
I definitely understand. And see, that's the thing about a car too. It's always like, okay, it looks so beautiful, you want to drive it, but you can't appreciate how your car looks when you're driving it. Your interior better be nice and everything. Otherwise, people that really
but that's the thing though. But do you think that when someone buy a car that they, well, some people do. Some people do it because I do know like homies who stunt and like that was like, I'm don't like the inside, but it's the hottest shit, so I'm gonna let y'all know it's out here. Cool. But I'm saying any of those vehicles, that's just something that when you see it, like for me, I see it and be like, I know what that inside's like.
Yeah.
I know what that feeling
I know
is
you're a car guy. I know you.
But I've never owned I'd never been to the dealership yet.
Yeah.
To get my luxury vehicle yet.
Right.
So I know that when I go to the dealership, I know that I put in the work. I've always put back into myself. I always believe
that you've gotten to a point where you can take that money and say, all right, you know what? I've already invested in this. I've grown it to a point where I need take something
to sit in this.
Be behind it.
I need to know that what I'm doing and what I'm hustling and executing and showing discipline, and I want people to be able to see and be like and be motivated off of everything that I do.
I understand that, but I guess I'm not saying it's not good to have.
That's not something. That's not something that you work that you want to work towards.
No.
Like
I'm saying excess to me. Excess. But 10 is just not really in my scope of things. Honestly, to be
10
honest.
cars. So then, what would be in your scope? I think I have an idea.
Think so?
Of course,
because you know me.
Have studio factories, DJs, break dancers, the true definition of hip hop, engineers, clothing nice splash, young entrepreneurs.
Nice as well, but honestly, I'd rather have 10 foundations than 10 cars. I mean, like, really, there's a lot of things that need fixing in the world. And if I can do something to make a difference, that's what I would rather. I'd rather do. Rather invest in the planet. I mean, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Because I've had some situations that I've gone through. We can speak about that later or get into it. Doesn't matter. Where I know that bottom of the barrel, and it really could suck. And you've seen me come from a situation where everything is good to me being in the street, having to stay here on your couch. Things got really bad, and people, wow, it can. If I could do something and make a difference to help with that situation, I'd like to. I don't know what impact I can make at this point in time, but that would be my preference, really.
You don't believe that you do that already?
Maybe to a small extent, yeah. But I like to have a greater impact. That's a goal, That's part of why, my music is what it is. I have an audience that I am focused.
So then who are you targeting? Are you targeting those who can't do for self, or those who are working towards becoming a better yesterday,
Well,
better than
better than
yesterday.
yesterday, and those who maybe have lost hope and hit that bottom
Hmm.
and feel like there's no way out. Be an example of, yes, you can go through hell and make it back and still achieve your goals. But those lessons become blessings, you know?
Talking about lessons becoming blessings. And all of us have that actually in us, right? We all got different things we have to learn to navigate to become better. And you gave me an idea. Made me think about something. We're gonna talk about that when we come back. We're gonna pay these bills, line this up, and we're live on set. I got Eric here, man. I got my partner here. He's on the set. We're talking about making it work, figuring it out. And
Don't like
you don't know, but all that splatter,
We're gonna get into that.
we're gonna get into that. We're live on set. We'll be back. So you love creating, you love music, and you deserve to have a studio that works for you, not the other way around. That's where Some Law comes in. These guys, they're unapologetically dedicated to doing it right from the start. Some Law knows every project is unique. They'll set you up with a smart budget plan that's built around your vision. They're with you every step of the way, checking in, guiding, making sure you're always on track. With us, there's no more struggling between wants and needs. They get what's essential so you can focus on what matters. Hey, the governor trusted, and it's simple. They care about bringing your ideas to life. So, photo shoots, headshots, videos, music production, Some Law has the experience to bring your vision out of your head and into the world. Don't wait any longer. Call us and take the next step to share what you've been dreaming of. And I'll see you guys in the studio. When you at a barbecue and you're hungry without a doubt, go ahead and make you a plate. Sit down and open your mouth. More meat. Ooh, more meat in your mouth. Yeah. Boy, watch what we do for the new year.
Oh boy.
Oh, you thought Beyonce went country. Yeah, baby. Yeah, we're live on set.
Representing Texas cattle ranchers.
Wow, baby, we are live on set. The alarm went off as it should. Hey Siri, set my alarm for 27 minutes. Done. You see,
Now that is gonna set that.
it's not about setting.
No,
but
they
now,
coincide.
so now I know that when you're recording off of the 5D Mark IV, like this light's been on for more than close to half an hour.
right.
So I'm expecting at any random moment
Gonna cut.
it'll cut off. But
Oh, okay.
if I
I didn't turn it back on.
now I know that the camera is just about running within the same minute.
Got it.
That's a half an hour each.
Right.
This will happen to be half an hour.
Okay.
I set it for 27 minutes.
Just shy of half an
Just,
hour.
just,
So, yeah.
just knowing that I'm going to be just running. So when this goes off, I know I could be running into a commercial break if I didn't do that already. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just,
Okay.
fine tune and just know how to navigate
Getting all
and
that
pivot
timing down.
and understanding. You see the strategy and how to execute.
Yeah. Makes
You know what I'm
sense.
saying? And the technology. And not necessarily having anybody to remind me about what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Has, so sometimes it's hard to be here and there and there and there at the same time. You know.
Yeah.
But you're doing a damn good
Yeah,
job.
yeah, yeah. What he said. Yeah, what he said. We're back live on set, man. I swear, man. I'm over here, my homeboy. We over here just we're kicking it. You know, we're kicking it. We're talking about all these different things. We're drinking some delicious coffee.
Oh yes.
This is like the go-to. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, you're gonna see the new year. New year, new coffee. You know, and every year, courtesy of more me in your mouth. Yeah. Drinks, live events.
I don't know what to say at this point.
Yeah, man. But also, man, there's so many layers that come to growth and development and what you do. And for those who don't know, I mean, you know, you got a lot of artwork going on with you right now.
Oh yeah. Couple of years ago, I decided I was gonna start working on some clothes, and it. Well, let me break out a piece.
Yeah, yeah. Please pull the wardrobe out.
So this place where I was staying, they had a little art department. So
Come on a little bit closer.
a little closer like this.
No, not toward
Oh,
me. But
to
yeah,
the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say. All right. So I was working in this art department. They had a press where you could print out on special paper whatever you wanted, basically from online or wherever, your own artwork, and you could print it out on a T-shirt. So I don't know if this is one of the first ones. Anyway, this woman had come in with the Supreme shirt on, and it was this gentleman right here. Now, if you're a real fan of hip hop, you should know this.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes. The double R. So I thought that was pretty cool considering he's into yoga and everything. And I saw this and I asked her, I was like, oh, that's really dope. Where did you get that? She's like, oh, Supreme. I said, you know who that is? And she had no clue. And I was so
was she
upset.
young?
I was
Was she young?
She wasn't that. I guess she was a bit younger, but not that to the point where she should have known. She should have known who Rick Rubin.
Whoa.
I mean, maybe my assumption, but she wasn't of a generation where I was like, oh, okay, I understand why you don't. It was kind of like, really?
How old was she?
Say, maybe in her early 40s.
Come on, man. That's fair to say that. Not
Okay, well, I don't know. Well,
a lot of females are they not.
I guess, but if
You
the
know,
individual's on your
'cause-
shirt, I'm assuming if you're wearing it,
No,
you
no,
know
no,
something
no,
about it.
no, no, no,
No, yeah, I realize that.
You love creating. You love music. And you deserve to have a studio that works for you, not the other way around. That's where some entertainment comes in. Guys, they're unapologetically dedicated to doing it right from the start. Some Law knows every project is unique. They'll set you up with a smart budget plan that's built around your vision. They're with you every step of the way, checking in, guiding, making sure you're always on track, if you know what I mean. With us, no more struggling between the wants and the needs. Get what's essential so you can focus on what matters. Hey, Governor trusted, and it's simple. They care about bringing your ideas to life. Photo shoots, headshots, videos, music production. Someone has experience to bring your vision out of your head and into the world. Don't wait any longer, yeah? Call us and take the next step to sharing what you've been dreaming of. And I'll see you in the studio. Yeah. You know how many people I done seen even just go throughout the street who are wearing Pink Floyd and wearing
Yeah.
the
But to me,
Beatles.
I guess,
I don't go wear the Beatles sweater. I said, you know where Abbey Road is? She was like, oh, these people. I said, I don't know these goddamn people.
I remember one time back in the day, we were somewhere in Brooklyn, me and a couple of my friends, and this female had a college sweatshirt on, and my boy was like, we had just gotten into college age and everything. He's like, oh, you go to that school? She's like, what school? And we're like, oh wow, that's kind of yeah. So I mean, I get it, but I was just because to me, I just it doesn't make sense to me. But I get it, I because if you're gonna the amount you're gonna spend on something like this, I mean, I googled it and it was like anywhere from $89 to like $150. So I guess it's just about supreme to some people. But yeah, it was like outrageous to me. And then I said, I'm not paying that. So I printed my own and I put it upside down. So I got the bootleg of him upside down. I got a couple of other ones, just different. Then they had an art room next door where you can do actual painting. And not really more abstract. I couldn't really draw you a picture that looks amazing, a replica of something, but things that are more like express emotions. So one of the first shirts I made is an artist by the name of Jackson Pollock, who he does a lot of splatter type of thing. I wasn't even
I have one of his pieces.
Do you?
I do.
So I wasn't even really that familiar with this
Lucifer.
work. Huh?
Lucifer.
Oh, is that one of them? I'm not, like I said, not that even familiar, but somebody's like, yeah, that's like on some Jackson. I was like, really?
Jackson
so
Pollock.
Like, this is one of the first. And
you're wearing and you have the Kundalino logo on the back.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Kundalini?
Yeah.
Well, that's all that ties into everything else after that. It's a specific form of yoga which aligns and opens up your chakras and okay. So should I show it again or
no? I'm just saying. Okay. I can see. I was just noticing it, but
so I've done more research on it than actual practice, but it is a form of yoga that I'm looking into learning how to practice.
So should you? I look at even being somewhat of a traveling man for those who travel. I guess can you wear certain badges until you actually go through the
you know what, to be honest, like I said, I'm something that is something I want to implement into my world.
You don't believe you implemented in your world already?
To an extent, but not to where I want to with the point of practicing it, Like I this year I really want to be more mindful. I want to practice more meditation. I want to be able to be more grounded, like not have all my emotions all over the place, just more focused, because I have some issues with anxiety, depression. So, aside from therapy and meditation, the bit that I've done seems to be helpful. I have not made it a daily thing as I'd like to, at least like 10 minutes a day, just meditating.
So what's stopping you?
Myself. Old habits that I'm trying to break.
I mean, but you're wearing all of the hours you look like put on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
to me, I guess
you can't give yourself 10 minutes.
It's a reminder.
You can't give yourself 10 minutes of all of the hours that you put on.
I should. But in the past, I put a lot of things ahead of myself. And I don't value myself as much as I should. And I'm learning to. I put other people first at times. I've been a people
pleaser. Set a reminder. You see what I do.
Yeah, I know what you do.
Set a reminder. Tell Siri what to do.
I don't talk to her that much. I
You
should.
you should
I
talk
know.
to
I
her.
really should.
She's
It's an
actually
amazing.
good.
Yeah, she's an amazing woman. She really
The
is.
series amazing, period.
Yeah.
Because you could change it to
Oh,
however
that's
what
true.
works.
He can be a icky bicky guy too.
Siri can.
Yeah,
Siri is Siri.
I know. But yeah, there are a lot of things that
Set a timer.
at a
The
time.
3 R's. Your routines, your rituals, your responsibilities.
Exactly.
When you wake up, you don't break those for nobody.
That's a fact.
Whatever your routine is, that's the routine. Your ritual. Things that you know you have to do.
Yeah. Just years of bad habits and just stuff.
Man,
I'm working on breaking it, and I know
forget all that. Fuck all that. Yo.
I'm trying to
Don't try.
do it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Because a friend of mine mentioned to me. She said, your worst day is someone else's like nightmare. You love creating, you love music, and you deserve to have a studio that works for you, not the other way around. That's where Some Law Entertainment comes in. These guys, they're unapologetically dedicated to doing it right from the start. Some Law knows every project is unique. They'll set you up with a smart budget plan that's built around your vision. They're with you every step of the way, checking in, guiding, making sure you're always on track. What more could you ask for? With Some Law, there's no more struggling between the wants and the needs. They get what's essential so you can focus on what matters, what you love to do. They're governor trusted, and it's simple. They care about bringing your ideas to life. Photo shoots, headshots, videos, music production. Some has the experience to bring your vision out of your head and into the world. Don't wait any longer. Call them and take the next step to sharing what you've been dreaming of. And I'll see you in the studio.
Oh no, no question. I've been worse, so I've learned to have gratitude and appreciation for everything. Because I know it can always be better, but it can always be worse.
Yeah, man, definitely. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Depends how low you want to go.
That for a fact. That for a very, very fact, man. For real. Definitely, man. What what made you start? Look, I know you as a producer. What made you start?
The clothing, I don't know. It's something
What,
just
what-
it was therapeutic. I mean, look, I did the jeans too, which also have some yoga stuff on them. Lotus here, home. We have the chakras again aligned, sitting in lotus position. Arab, which all types of other things. Another lotus.
so everything with you seemed like it's like please. So everything with you like is more like getting into like balance,
Yeah,
self-awareness, and man, I spend more time looking this direction at this man because I know exactly what we're doing. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm trying to tell you I got something, man. We are here doing so many different things and mapping it out. And with grace and favor, yo, cause
and humility.
yeah, man, and being tried, man. And I'm just grateful to being tried all the times in my journey, man.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, like they say every head must bow, every tongue must confess. I always go right back to saying, yo, man, I know that it could be a whole lot worse. You know what I'm saying, man? But at the same time, no, having that drive to knowing that, we deserve better as well.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm saying,
But
wait,
as a wise man once told me, gotta work hard to get it.
yeah, you definitely gonna have to work hard to get it. You definitely gonna have to work hard to get it. And look at man, I know there's so many different things I know we gotta actually tackle as well.
So,
Yeah, but
two more things.
he gonna pull out
All
pull
right,
out
so
season.
here from This is another shirt. I think this is one of the first ones that I was really, really digging. I don't know, something about the Lotus and everything how it came out. One of like the prototypes that really back butterfly from Sounds of the Lambs. So
Fly. Turn it back around. Let me see if I can see that on there.
that's how you take it.
Yeah, they can see that. They can see that. See it.
Thank you, sir. And so then I took a little break for a little bit, sometimes need a little space.
Yeah.
And then I got these little mandalas. And next time I'll bring a couple of different pieces. But a friend of mine said, well, because I was using all these different patterns as opposed to just one. We were talking about the symbolism of each one, what they represent.
Did you figure that out?
With some of them, yeah, but not with all of them.
Okay.
So I've tried looking them up, but there isn't really, I'm sure you could help me figure that out. Because I tried taking an image of it and it gave me things that were similar.
Oh, really?
But yeah, so it wasn't as clear cut like for this one in particular. But anyway.
But maybe even for copyright purposes, they have to, for copyright purposes, maybe they have to modify it and maybe not show more.
I don't know. I'm not sure how that actually works. Well, anyway, so he said, why not try one particular pattern instead of all the others? So it's on a t-shirt.
That blue.
Yeah.
You know what's the meaning of this logo?
Of that one?
The symbol?
No, I tried to look it up. For some reason, I was drawn to that one. I love the way it looks. So yeah, and you can see I tried to do a little bit of the.
It's funny though, because when you look at it, like closer to the light, you see?
Yeah.
When you get closer to the light, you see the action.
Yeah, I had to give it a wash one time because I took it on a test drive first.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did. But so look, I also kind of incorporated the yin and the yang because I put the black and the white on different sides of the balance. And that's a gift to you, my friend.
Oh. and come with gifts. See? And come with gifts. You see? And this goes with what we were just talking about.
Right now, everybody who sits in this chair.
Well, no, because it's one of those things of, you get a chance of you get a chance of being a part of, the time, the culture, the fun. Everybody talk about wanting to have fun.
And that took me a while to create that. To put a lot of effort.
I know.
Because it just takes a while. It wasn't that crazy. But once we know that machine we're talking about.
That's.
Let's see if it fits. I hope it does. Oh, yeah, that fits.
Yeah, so like I've been telling y'all, you know what I mean? When the sun hit me, you know what I'm saying, man? I think I need to now put a back camera.
Put a mirror right there,
Yeah, yeah, right. With dead center too, right? Like looking like Lex Luger as a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, sir, thank you. Listen, man, this is what being on the set is all about. Being on set, you're going, go from nice, crisp, dress shirts to t-shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you gotta dress down a little
becoming an instant gaffer. You know what I'm saying? And moving things around and getting to the business and not having to look good. And, we getting right to it. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing like putting on a t-shirt. But ain't nothing even better than putting on one of your partner's t-shirts and wearing fresh wardrobe. I ain't wake up saying I was going to have this. And I just came up with the idea that I was just saying it because I was actually driving in my daughter. We're going to commercial break.
We'll be right back.
You love creating, you love music, and you deserve to have a studio that works for you, not the other way around. That's where some entertainment comes in. Guys, they're unapologetically dedicated to doing it right from the start. Some Law knows every project is unique. They'll set you up with a smart budget plan that's built around your vision. They're with you every step of the way, checking in, guiding, making sure you're always on track, if you know what I mean. With us, no more struggling between the wants and the needs. Get what's essential so you can focus on what matters. Hey, Governor trusted, and it's simple. They care about bringing your ideas to life. Photo shoots, headshots, videos, music production. Someone has experience to bring your vision out of your head and into the world. Don't wait any longer, yeah? Call us and take the next step to sharing what you've been dreaming of. And I'll see you in the studio. Yeah. All right, yo, we're back. We're live on set with Irv. We're here discussing strategies, how we're executing technology, and how we're making things work. And I am in new apparel. Yes, you can see I'm in new apparel. Is there a name, a specific name for this shirt that I assisted designing?
You know what? It's gonna have to be something with like a quasar
The
involved.
Roundhouse Quasar.
That works. I like that.
The Roundhouse.
The roundhouse quasar.
Yes, and the Roundhouse Quasar is not up for auction yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. But it is really, really cool. It is a blessing to be able to do things like this. This is really, really fun. This isn't the only time I'm quite sure you'll be seeing this man. This man has been a part of my growth and development in a lot of areas in the music production and just becoming a visionary and even teaching me what an actual quasar is. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't think outside the box. A lot of us don't think off of our block. A lot of us don't think out of our zip code and our area code. A lot of us don't think outside of our city and outside of our state. A lot of us don't think outside of our country. A lot of us don't think outside of our world. A lot of us don't think outside of our universe. You see how we keep on getting further and further? Because skies isn't really the limit. You can go further if you really choose. And there's nothing like saying something and then now having it on. Ain't no better feeling than speaking something into existence.
That's a fact.
And it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. I'm saying I'm humbled by it because, there's a saying where, closed mouths don't get fed. And, when you're watching and I'm watching what you're doing and how you're going about it, and I'm like, yo, it looks fun. It looks like you're having fun. And it's so hard to see people. It's very rare now to see people have fun.
Yeah, right? That's a fact.
And what they love to do. It's very, very rare. You know what I'm saying, man? So it's really, really cool to be able to see it. It's really, really cool to see how you took. How long does it take to make a shirt?
It really depends on.
Because you said
what I'm
5
doing.
hours.
This one took, for some reason, it took a long time. This one took about maybe 10 hours with breaks, back and forth doing other things too. And I know it doesn't look that complicated, but it's all about the paint consistency and making sure everything is lined up correctly and just, but I mean, I could get something done and I'd say a nice piece.
It's fit me nice too, yo. Like I'm ready for summertime. I'm ready for summertime. I'm sorry.
So yeah, it depends on the detailed aspects of it, but I can knock something out pretty decent in about 5 hours. I say it takes some time. But you know, I got things on the background. I have like podcasts like this on the background.
Yeah.
So you don't have to really pay attention, but it's like there's other stuff going on, like there's people around. So that's always a plus. And yeah, man, I mean, I just kind of get into the zone and I just stay doing it. I can't stop. It's crazy.
How many washes until like did this come off the paint?
I think the majority of it has faded to the most extent.
I would wear it as, you know, like I wear my Roger Waters shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like when I put this on, I could take this off and probably fold this up.
You probably, exactly.
And it's on top of a black shirt anyway, so it's not like I'm really like
exactly.
seeping through. Yeah, so I think
I mean the sniff test, but I don't know. These have gone through. I don't even know how many washes. It definitely faded a bit. I don't think it's gonna fade much more than that. So,
but that's what it's about, man. And if you is there anything that people need to know about what you have going on or coming up?
I mean, music is on the horizon. There's things that just have to be solidified. There's a lot of stuff that I have that needs to get taken care of. I haven't had the means to do it. So this year we're going to accomplish that. Beats release on various sites. The clothing line should be up and running by the end of the year. What else? That's it for right now. In terms of things along those lines, I got my own little private stuff on the side, but you know, like my Serpa and horticultural therapy and all that other good stuff. But in terms of what the public should look out for, clothing, music, you know, those things. One thing I really want to say is that this gentleman here and I, we've been thick and thin. I would say probably more so than any other individual that I call a friend. There is no hair on this man's tongue, and he will speak his mind whether you like it or not. And there's been a lot of times I didn't like what he said, but I needed to hear it. And he made me believe in myself. There were times that I wanted to stop music, that I was just going to give it up. And this man sitting right here encouraged me to continue moving forward. So I don't think he understands what an inspiration he has been to me. And the vision that he has with so many things. I'm more on the audio. I'll make a beat, but I don't know what vibe. I know how it makes me feel. But he could just give me a whole, you know what? This should be in a movie scene like this. This should be like that. A whole picture is painted. You know, he has this bird's eye view of everything. That's why like Quasar became the name, because he sees everything from the top and everything surrounding it. So this man is a very important aspect of my life for a lot of reasons. A good friend who will always be honest, and such an inspiration. Just even the things that he's doing right now. And the things that if you understood how overloaded this man's plate is, and he makes it look so easy, he's got a final that he's about to be taking momentarily, but he's taking the time out to have me over to do this interview. And it's not even the first filming of the day, is it? This is the second one.
This is number 2.
Yeah, this man's unstoppable. I want to grow up to be just like him.
Whatever, yeah, I hear that part now. But honestly, man, I appreciate that. Honestly, do, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I really, really do. You know, as you can see, man, it's like I'm here. I jumped right into the wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? And again, you know, as always, you know, you have some people that, you know, that hang around each other and say, hey, what's going on? You know, same shit. And you know, somehow, some way, it's never the same shit with us.
Oh, and mind you, none of this was scripted. I was supposed to write down some questions and we build from there. We ended up just freestyling it, so everything is just pretty much off the top.
Well, I mean, we really, really could have went digging the crates. We didn't even talk about.
I know.
There's certain things like, you know, we just peel back on little by little. A little bit of, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the cool part about it, because these are the things that just make us a lot more comfortable. You know, especially for you, because
this is my first time with the interview,
go ahead,
so I'm like, oh.
Say it now. Go ahead. No. This is not your first, but say it.
What?
Say. I like to be behind the camera.
I like to be behind the scenes, like in the shadows, like, you know,
behind the scenes kind of guy.
That's the kind of guy I am. You know, but I have a feeling I'm going to become more comfortable in front of the camera now.
Yeah, I don't see why not, man. I don't see why not.
It's not so bad so far.
It's
Feeling
not
good.
bad, right?
Feeling good, yeah.
It's just mad chill. You know what I mean? And there's certain things you want to talk about, you could just.
Of course. It's just a little introduction. There's going to be more and more as we build forward
and that's
bring out more designs, because I'm looking forward to showing those off. My latest stuff that you've seen, but I'm like, let's just take it in stages of what's been done. That's what's going to
make this fun, because now I get to have repeated guests come on. You get the one-on-ones.
Yes.
And you get the repeated guests that just pop up, and it's just like, okay, you see who he be unraveling with. Like, you see, like, he's into all these other things. But it's these main things? Oh, boy. Look at, man, your brother, man. It's been really, really good having you on the show.
You too, my friend. Thank you for having me over. It was a cold night, but I'm glad, man, because I had a warm welcome and a great place to be.
And we're here, man. We're on the set. We're discussing a lot of different things. And just having people on board to believe in what you have going on is a big plus.
Oh, it definitely is.
And, we have, as I told you guys, we finally have the guests coming on. Some will be, on the West Coast on Zooms if we have to. And different things that we cannot implement in real time, where it's not just going to be me here. It could be somebody else here.
And you'll be behind the scenes, actually. Just...
connecting the dots and really being live on set. Being live on set with Irv is not about me just always having the conversation. How you and other people strategize and discuss certain things is gonna be it's exactly how I see it. I'm saying, because I could be live everywhere.
That's a fact.
I could be live on set in 20 places right now.
You could be live on your bike on the way to wherever.
And
doing traffic reports.
Yeah. Before we go,
traffic and weather.
I'm trying to ask
brought
you.
To you by Irv.
How did you feel the effect of the congestion pricing on the train yet? Do you see a change?
Not really. But
I see a change.
You do?
Yeah.
How do you figure? Like, in terms of?
I've been late every morning.
Yeah? Work. See, I don't have the same exact schedule type of thing, whereas,
So you don't. So
it hasn't really.
So you don't have to be at 14th Street Union Square
at a particular time. No,
at between 7:00
and the places that I do have to be are local, pretty much. So I don't really need to take public transportation to do those things.
That's a different.
Yeah. So it's not like.
That's a different beast.
If I were, gainfully employed at the moment, thoroughly, I'd probably.
You can get on the 6. 6 is packed.
Yes.
From 14th Street, going all the way up to 138, right? Mm-hmm. To go up to 125th. If you get on the 4 to 5 there, sardine can. And then on top of that, it's you go 14th Street, 42nd Street, Grand Central.
Yeah.
People pour out and people pile in. Then it goes 59th Street, people pile in. 86th Street, some will leave, but then 125th Street, then it starts to open up, but more people are coming in. So it's been stiff.
Because you worked at those hours that are pretty much like when you're on the train. That's when a lot of people are on the train. And not even as much. Like, I'm sure if it was an hour or two later, it'd be even worse.
Maybe an hour. Maybe an hour.
Yeah.
Definitely an hour by the time the kids are in school.
Yeah.
By 9 o'clock, the kids should be in school.
Right.
I'm saying, so, yeah. And some of my students, they walk in at 10:45. I know. I'm here.
Walk.
My hair's done.
I look good, right? That's all that matters.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit down and talk a little bit. Disrupt the class now. Oh, God.
Let everybody know what's going on.
Everybody know. Listen, man, this can go on for a long time. We're making sense of these things. Like I tell you guys all the time, you could play this as background sound.
That's true, 100%.
Because psychologically, when you hear people figuring it out and solving it, whatever you have to figure out, you kind of figure it out. Like it.
It doesn't really need your undivided. And then when you hear that and you feel the energy, you're like, oh, you click on something. Well, you know what I'm saying? I can speak for me.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Love you.
Love you right back, brother.
Appreciate you.
Thank
We're
you
live
for
on
having
set.
me. Oh, And that's our time.
And that's what we're talking about. You see, timing is
Perfect. Look
is
at that.
exactly what it's supposed to be.
Wow.
Stand for something or fall for anything. I don't know. Is that how I go?
Something like that.
Something like that. But we're live on set. Come back.
I will definitely be back. Thank you for having me.
You come back. And don't worry, we'll turn the light back on when you come back.